Have you ever got to know about anyone known who tested COVID positive? Somebody in my family itself tested COVID positive. You never told us about your father. Okay, so that has been a very sensitive topic. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are safe and doing well. So this is going to be a Q&A video, and I'm gonna do a Q&A after so long. I think almost after 2 years. So yes, I have divided this Q&A into various parts. So without any further ado, let's just get started with today's video. So I'm going to start off with some questions related to my studies. So question number 1 is, have you completed your graduation? Yes, I completed my graduation last year itself, and I did English honors from SOL Delhi University. And the next question is, what are you currently pursuing? So I am not pursuing anything as of now. I think last year क्या हुआ था, मैं भूल गई थी फॉर्म्स भरना या फिर डेट्स निकल गए थे, so मैं मास्टर्स के लिए अप्लाई नहीं कर पाई. But this year I am planning to do masters in English honors. Now let's move on to some questions related to my job / earnings. Is cabin crew your first job? I think many of you guys have always seen me working as a cabin crew, but I've never told this to anyone that right after completing my 12th grade, I actually gave home tuitions to a small kid, like first or second class ka bachcha tha wo, and I gave him home tuitions for 10 days. So you can say that a tuition teacher was my first job. How much was your first salary? So obviously before this cabin crew thing, I was a home tutor for just 10 days, but thi to sahi at least. So my first salary was 1000 rupees for 10 days क्योंकि pro rata basis पे they paid me. How much do you earn from YouTube? मुझे अभी भी $100 का threshold achieve करने में 3 to 4 months लग जाते हैं. So मैं बहुत ही ज़्यादा गरीब यूट्यूबर हूँ गाइस. प्लीज़ मेरी वीडियोस पूरी देखा करो एंड ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा एड रेवेन्यू कमवाया करो यार मुझे. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, वन जॉब यू हैव डन इफ़ यू weren't अ पार्ट ऑफ कैबिन क्रू. सो आई थिंक मैं फिर फुल टाइम यूट्यूबर ही होती, बिकॉज आई एम डूइंग यूट्यूब एज अ पार्ट टाइम थिंग. सो अगर मैं कैबिन क्रू ना होती, सो मैं डे 1 से अपना चैनल ग्रो करने पे ही फोकस करती. लेट मी टेक सम क्वेश्चंस रिलेटेड टू माय रिलेशनशिप. स्पाइसी. सो first question would be, when are you planning to get married? I think not before 26. Like I will be turning 23 this year in October. So I still have like 3 years to go. Will you marry Abhishek in future? When are you and Abhishek thinking of getting settled together? So guys, we both believe in destiny, and we have thought of a lot of things in our lives. But again, nothing is bigger than destiny, and we always pray to God to give us the best. Like जो भी हमारे लिए best हो हमको वही दें. यार obvious सी बात है, if you are in a relationship with someone and you're going to complete like 4 to 5 years with that person, you start thinking about marriage, okay, with that person. But again, it all depends upon time and destiny, as I said. Alright, so let's move on to the questions related to my quarantine life and life in general. What's your favorite thing you do every day during this lockdown? And the similar question is, what did you enjoy the most in quarantine? So every single day I do either exercise or yoga. Like I have started doing a little bit of yoga as well. So कभी कभार skip हो जाता है जब I have to record a video या फिर I have to edit a video on an urgent basis. So कभी कभार I skip it, but ठीक है, most of the times I have indulged myself into workout or yoga, and it actually makes me feel good and positive, and yeah, all of those good things. So the next question is, you never told us about your father. Okay, so that has been a very sensitive topic, and I was not very comfortable talking about it on YouTube. But now that we are growing and you guys are like my family, and I really like sharing everything with you guys, so I just want to quickly tell you that my father passed away in 2004. He was actually having brain tumor and a lot of other things which I am not really comfortable, you know, discussing on camera. So he was sick for, let's say, 2 to 3 years, and then he passed away, and I was only 6 years old at that time. And life has been a roller coaster ride ever since, and we had our own struggles, especially my mom. but now that I've started earning, things have become better, like, you know, because it's very difficult for a single parent to do all the things on her own, you know. Next question is, how do you keep yourself so positive? And a similar question is, how to feel positive in a tough situation. I think it's all in your brain, okay? Like, if you tell your brain to think negative, it will think negative. So I would really suggest you guys to you know, whenever you are feeling low or something, just think about all the things that you're grateful for. Like, I am, whenever I'm feeling low now, so I think about people who do not have a roof on their head, and that instantly makes me realize ki how lucky I am to be living this life, you know. So just tell your mind and tell your heart ki you are living such a wonderful life. Like, some people actually crave for that life, ठीक है, जो आप अभी जी रहे हो. And I think all of those positive energy that I attract from the universe helps me in being positive. Next question is, if you wanted to have a superpower, what would it be? So I feel अगर मुझे कोई एक सुपर पावर चाहिए तो वो होगी कि मैं चुटकी बजा के दुनिया के किसी भी कोने में पहुंच जाऊं और वो जगह एक्सप्लोर करके ही वापस आऊं. तो मुझे लंबी लंबी फ्लाइट से ना जाना पड़े, बस मैं चुटकी बजा के कहीं भी पहुंच जाऊं दुनिया के किसी भी कोने में. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज, have you faced any kind of family pressure like marriage, choosing your career, etc., and how to deal with it? I consider myself so lucky because I have such a supporting mother, I have such a supporting family. When it comes to choosing my career, nobody forced me. Like, even my mom, she did not force me that you have to become independent, but it was my personal choice. And as far as the marriage is concerned, तो मेरे घर वाले मेरी मर्जी के बिना मेरी शादी नहीं करेंगे. And मुझे इतना भी पता है कि जहाँ मैं खुश रहूंगी और मेरी खुशी होगी, वो मुझे like वो वहीं पे मेरी शादी करेंगे. You also asked how to deal with it. Now honestly, I have never dealt with this kind of a situation. So अगर मैंने कोई चीज experience नहीं करी है, so I can't really suggest you anything. But all I can say is कि please, you know, if you know you are right, make your parents understand. Maintain that bond with your parents, okay? And be it your mother, be it your father, make them understand. Tell them your point of view, and you know, show them कि अगर मैंने ऐसा किया तो इसके क्या consequences होंगे, क्या results होंगे, positive चीज क्या होगी उसमें. So I think के parents एक टाइम के बाद आके अपने बच्चों को समझने लग जाते हैं, and they eventually you know, start accepting. Next up we have one more question. So she says, my relative has been tested COVID positive. We are all worried. I want to ask you, have you ever got to know about anyone known who tested COVID positive and how you dealt with the situation? First of all, don't worry, your relative would be all fine. Just make sure that that person is eating and drinking well. Make sure that that person's immune is strong. Coming to the actual question, yes, somebody in my family itself tested COVID positive on 18th of June, but he has recovered properly by God's grace. We are so grateful to God. He actually got COVID from his workplace, but we are so happy that the virus did not affect his body much, because ever since the pandemic era had begun, he was taking his health seriously and making sure that his immune system stays strong. But we actually dealt with the situation in a positive way. Of course, we all were tensed. Come on, someone in your family has got COVID. There is a reason of getting tensed, but we made sure that he was eating well, drinking well. Of course, he was on his medications. He was in home quarantine, and the fact that the virus did not affect his body much kind of relieved us a little bit too. But I feel if someone, like God forbid, someone in your family gets COVID, just don't make them feel that you have got this thing. Of course, just maintain social distancing, but keep checking on that person, keep talking to that person on video call or normal call, or maybe just stand outside their room maintaining the social distancing and keep talking to them. Just don't make them feel that they have got COVID. Talk to them normally, properly, and tell them that, you know, he'll be all fine or she'll be all fine. You know, just stay positive. That's all I can say, and that's how we have dealt with the situation. Now we have few questions related to YouTube and being a social influencer. How do you manage all the negativity, as there are pros and cons of being a social influencer? YouTube channel जब मैंने start नहीं भी किया था, उससे पहले जो मैं काफी YouTubers की videos वगैरह देखती थी, मैं ये भी देखती थी कि उनके videos के नीचे negative comments भी आते हैं. So मैंने ये रूल बनाया अपने लिए कि अगर मैंने कभी YouTube start किया, so this would be like a permanent rule for me, for my own self, that I would not get affected by negative comments at all. I feel अगर आपको negative comments मिल रहे हैं, that means you are doing so well and somebody is definitely jealous of you. So you should actually motivate yourself when you get negative comments. अगर मुझे तब भी कोई negative comment आता है, I either delete them or ignore them. एक कहावत है ना कि एक कान से सुन के दूसरे कान से निकाल देना. So that's what I do. एक आंख से पढ़ के दूसरे आंख से ignore कर देती हूँ मैं. Next question is, do you think having a YouTube channel has made you more flexible in the time of lockdown? At least you have something productive to do. Now, if I talk about the quarantine period where every single YouTuber or content creator, Instagrammer is creating content day other, they are posting videos, IGTVs, YouTube videos and what not. लोगों को इतना सारा content अपने social media पे post करते हुए देख के मुझे actually anxiety हो गई थी कुछ time के लिए, and that was also one of the main reasons कि यार लोग इतना productive हैं, इतना content create कर रहे हैं, and here I am just sitting down idle doing nothing. So लोगों को ऐसा लगने लग गया था कि this is the right time, क्योंकि आजकल जनरल पब्लिक के पास कुछ भी नहीं होगा करने को. Obviously they would be on social media, so we would get maximum reach and impressions and audience and what not. So ये सब चीज़ों से मुझे काफ़ी ज़्यादा टेंशन भी हो गई थी. But then I reminded myself कि I am not running in a productivity contest or content creation contest. But हाँ, ये बात है कि now that I have a YouTube channel, I am at least doing something. बट कभी कभी थोड़ा सा जो सब हो रहा होता है उसकी वजह से टेंशन भी हो जाती है. सो एवरीथिंग हैज इट्स ओन प्रोज एंड कॉन्स. And yes, with that, I'm pretty much done with the Q&A after 2 years finally. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, then please make sure that you give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Just in case you would like to connect with me on my social medias, I would surely leave all the links for you guys in the description box below as always. And yes, I'm gonna see you next time. Till then, you all stay happy, stay safe, stay positive, and be kind to yourself and others. Bye bye.